So I'm going to start with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the brow definer in ebony. It's a triangle brow pencil. It has a spoolie on one end, and the actual product is on the other end. Wait, I have to be a real YouTuber. Yes. I'll show you. So I'll do something like that, and I'll just brush it out. So now I'm just putting on some eyeshadow primer. So this is Luscious Cosmetics Angel Eyes Eyeshadow Primer and Base. Am I YouTuber enough? Is it not working? It's okay. I honestly watch gaming videos while I do my makeup, because I watch Corey Kenshin while I do my makeup, which is so hilarious because some people like listen to music or watch like beauty gurus. Like I watch Corey Kenshin. So like while I'm doing I used to watch Burleezy too. So like while I'm doing my makeup, I hear like, let's go, and one, like, you know, just like boys screaming or like yelling from like a horror game. And I think it's kind of funny. Instead of like how other people watch actual like beauty okay, body. No, I'm kidding. Beauty related videos. I'm gonna wash my beauty blender. I just washed my beauty blender because I'm gonna blend out my eyeshadow primer. I blend it out with my fingers, but I like to go over it with my beauty blender a second time just to make sure there's no like pressed like finger marks on it. It's just smooth. Any excess product comes off on the beauty blender. Okay, now that that's over, I'm going to, where is my powder? Oh, it's on the side. So I got these from BH Cosmetics. These are these beautiful like marble brushes. I'm like so freaking in love with marble. It's insane. So I'm just gonna brush away the excess powder on my eyes. And I just put the powder on to set the concealer, not the concealer, the eyeshadow primer on my eyes. I'm gonna finesse this real quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the bright colors. I'm gonna call this like the mid-tone section, kind of like these few colors. Like they're not so like as extravagant as the other colors, but I'm gonna use those colors lightly on a blending brush, and I'm gonna use those as not heavy-handedly as possible to make it as a transition color. Taking this color, and I'm lightly tapping on the top of the box, and windshield wipe. I'm circling on the outside and windshield wiping to cover the entire eye. Windshield wiping on the edge, bring it in to cover the eye. So what I like to do is go in with lighter colors and then go in with darker colors with a smaller brush, because a darker color, I have a heavy hand and I can go a little harsh sometimes, so I think it's just better that I use a smaller, more intricate brush to put in darker colors, because I usually only want the darker colors in one spot. So that would be very helpful with trying to put the darker colors in one spot, is using a smaller brush. And just so you guys can see, I have my transition color slash main, like, I don't know what to call it, like my main hood color, whatever you want to call it. So I used like my biggest brush to do that, my biggest fluffiest brush. I need to clean her, but that's what you want to do. You want to use for your first color, base color, transition color, whatever you want to call it. You want to use a big fluffy brush so that you can get it everywhere and blend it out really nicely. Whenever you're picking out brushes or you're about to buy a brush, make sure you can you test the brushes out with your finger, and you can do something like that. If you can't do it and it's not soft, it's not a good brush to buy. BH Cosmetics has really great brushes. So with this brush, I'm just gonna use a darker color just to go into the go into the crease, into the outer corner. And for that, I'm gonna use this color right there. And like I said, we're just gonna dab a little bit and knock it off. Dab and knock it off. You're gonna be real weary with this color because you don't want to go too crazy. Okay, so now that I've got my crease, I can't really tell if it's like dark in the camera because the sun is coming in my life. So the color I went in with on my lid brush, which is pretty much just like a flat brush. I went in with these two colors, these two pinks on the side. Ugh, I have to show you these two pinks on the side. So I'm just gonna go in again with my excuse me, I was yawning, with my crease slash outer corner color again, just to like re-identify that smoky color. And what I like to do is, like, with my outer corner, I like to just blend it out a little bit, because when you do your face makeup, it's gonna be covered up with like foundation and concealer and stuff. So just blend it out to the side so it's not like just a huge clump of like circle on your inner corner in your eye or whatever. Like, you still want to keep the intensity of the smoky eye, but like blend it outwards just a little bit. So it's kind of like a mask, like, you see? Yeah, just like that. So now that my eyes are done, I'm going to go in with my primer. So don't come at me because I think I'm running out of primer, so I kind of cut it open so I can like keep using it. So don't come at me. So what I like to do is put my primer on my foundation brush, because right after I do my primer, I do my foundation, and it just feels so soft on the skin. So I just like to put the primer on my foundation brush and blend it out or buff it out. So I'm going to take my, Jesus Christ, the sun is making all my makeup hot. I'm going to take my Born This Way Undetected Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, the color Sand. Hopefully my nails aren't dirty. Ugh, that nail's dirty. I'm so sorry, my nails are dirty. But anyway. So stop laughing at me. Just like, I hate her so much. So basically what I like to do is I just take like a couple pumps, like 1, 2. Because it is medium to full coverage, I don't really like to have that much full coverage, but I really wanted to try this foundation. I didn't realize that it was that much of a full coverage, but that's okay. Yeah, so what I like to do, I put 2 pumps on the brush, and I just like tap it on my face, on my cheeks, on my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. So I'm just gonna blend these out. You want the foundation to go up on the skin and not drag your skin down, because you want your skin to look tight and young, which it already is. So if you're gonna go down, just put your brush down and bring it up. Don't start up and bring it down. And sometimes like I'll catch myself, because sometimes I'll do it because it's just easier to go down rather than like reposition and go back up. But no, honey, you need to do what you gotta do. Bring it down the chin. And now I just like to go over with my beauty blender, just to have that extra like of blending. I'm actually gonna wash it again because it dried up. So I'm gonna blend it right now, and then I'm gonna go and wash it and re-blend it, just to make sure it's really blended. The brush is really great, but sometimes you can have like foundation lines from the brush, so it's good to go over with the beauty blender. Okay, now that everything's blended out, I'm gonna go into my concealer in Warm Beige. Ugh. There it goes. There she is. Okay. I really like the applicator because it's a really thick, what are these called? Whatevers. So I just like to poke. You see, poke these little circles into like an upside down triangle under my eyes. You want to make sure that you have the inner corner poked and the outer corner of your eye poked, so that when you blend it out, it'll come across and clean up that area of eyeshadow that we blended out. Yeah. Slide the brush down of like the lines that I made just to connect them, because like I said, this is full coverage, honey. Like, you don't need any more than this, or you're gonna like cake up. So now this is like how much product I have. And I like to like take the same applicator, don't even like put it back in there, because this is a thick applicator. It's a lot of product on here. Like, don't even worry about it. You don't need to go back in. Like, you have plenty. So I have all my concealer spots. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. I use the cinnamon, which is this side. I'm just gonna blend it out. I like to start with like here, where this little part of the ear is, and kind of just blend in towards the mouth. And then just bring it up top, like across the hairline, up into like, across like the sideburns here, up into the hairline. And don't worry, we'll go over with the beauty blender again, because this girl has a lot of product. And whenever you do contour, you always want to blend up, because again, you're playing with shadows and light, and you want to blend up so it looks like your cheekbones are higher. Be very wary of how much product you use, because it's so much easier to go light and build than to like go crazy and like take it down. It's so hard to go crazy and take it down. So always be wary, especially if you're a beginner. And always just have someone like around the house to be like, hey, does this look blended enough? Because how you look like in your eyes may not be how everyone else sees you. And like what looks blended in the mirror in your room may not be blended out in the world. You know what I mean? In natural sunlight. Which is like, doing your makeup in like natural sunlight like this is so awesome, because that's the lighting you're gonna be in all day. Whereas like for me, my bathroom light is really yellow, which is like the complexion of my skin. So like everything will look fine in the bathroom, but if I walk outside in like the white sunlight or like the pale yellow sunlight, you can see all the imperfections, because it's not the same lighting, you know? So I just like to blend it out, give yourself like a little bronzy glow. I just like to do a little bit, like nothing too crazy, on the chin. And don't be afraid of it, because you're gonna put powder on to cut your contour. Bring it to your chin. I like to bring it up a little bit on my chin just to define what my chin looks like, because I have a very chubby face and my chin can like just disappear into my face. Okay, now that that's all done, I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush. I'm just gonna wet her a little bit. I'm gonna go in my concealer brush and I'm going to start at my chin and just blend her out. And after I blend her out, go in with the sponge right after. I like to do my contour first, or blend out the contour first with my blend out the contour first on my forehead, because I have a really big forehead. And then I like to go in with the highlight, because then I can like see how much space I left myself with the contour, and I can keep the highlight in that space. And now for the time everyone's waiting for, the under eyes. So I'm going to take these puppies out, blending out your under eye concealer to bring the brush from inner corner to outer corner and hit that makeup that we blended out on the side. Go over it again with your beauty blender. Now that everything's blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my loose powder. And just place the loose powder everywhere that you highlighted. So under the eyes. And I just like to look in the mirror to see that I'm cutting it at the same angle on both sides. So it's an even contour. So this is what baking looks like. So while I'm waiting to bake, I'm gonna charge my phone really quickly because my phone's like about to die. So after I bake, I'm gonna go straight into eyeliner, mascara, and putting on my lashes. So BRB. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take a big kind of dome brush, fluffy brush, whatever you want to call it. This is BH Cosmetics brush 2 from the marble set. I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna brush away all of the, I'm gonna turn the angle so you can see all the powder. And going in those same spots to make sure I really got the powder off, especially under my eyes, because for some reason I never get it all the way off under my eyes. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go in with my my contour just one more time, just to bring the color back into my face. And also we're gonna put on blush, so that's gonna bring color back to the face as well. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of contour on my nose, just because like sometimes I feel like my nose kind of disappears. Now I'm gonna go into my blush, which is Rose 02 Rose D'Or. I think this is Milani. Yeah, Milani Cosmetics 02 Rose blush. I'm just gonna swirl around and then tap it off. Swirl and tap. I'm just gonna make this like kind of fish face, just so I can get like the apples of my cheek, so I can like see where the blush should go. So just swirl or tap and tap on the side. My beauty blender, and just blend out the blush contour combo. Going back into the eye makeup, I'm going to take this nano liner, ultra fine precision liquid liner from Absolute New York. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, I like to use felt liners because they're so much easier to use. Like they're so easy to use and it's so like pigmented. So what I like to do is just close your eyes, start from the inner corner and kind of just trace to the side. So I just like to take the eyeliner across the eye and just trace it, so you guys can see. It's just traced around, across. Kind of. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte mascara that my roommate gave me. I like to do my mascara simply for the point of like I can see my eyelashes when I put the fake ones on. So it's like I know where I'm putting the eyelashes, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, what the heck? So you literally have to like put the glue on, let it dry, and put it on immediately, or you're gonna struggle. Okay, so it should be dry by now. That's how fast it dries. And I just like to blow it with my fingers just to make sure it's like extra dry. So when you put on eyelashes, one, you want to cut them to make sure they fit your eyes. I've used these before, so they're already pre-cut. I cut them like a long time ago. After you put them on, you let them dry. You want to make sure it's dry, so blow it yourself. just a couple times. So what you want to do when you put on an eyelash, you want to put it on this way and not this way, because when you put on this way, it has this full like potential of full volume, where if you put on this way, you won't get that much. So you want to put it on straight down. And sometimes it'll like play you like Boo Boo the Fool, and you'll think it's done and it's really not. So if this one's not done, I know this one's not done, so I'm just gonna go over it with glue anyway, because I know it's not gonna solid. But like when they do the little smoke under the eye, I'm just gonna do that really quickly. And I like to do that with the color that's in my crease, so it looks like it's connecting under the eye. So that has been a little while, so I'm gonna trust that they're ready again. So I'm just gonna do the same thing we did. Just blow on it. So I got her on this time. But that happens all the time. Like one eyelash will like go on like super nicely and the other one will like be trash. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna put on my lip. And a little hack I do to make sure that it's even on both sides is I'll do that with my lips and look at the line under my and above my lips in the mirror and fill in wherever I see that, you know, is not even or is not filled in. Now back to this freaking eyelash. This is the one. I'm praying this is the one. Eyelash application is so important because the way you put on an eyelash can like make or break the eyelash. Like this one time I put on, this is when I was really bad at putting on eyelashes, but I put on this eyelash so badly that it looked like I was wearing two different types of eyelashes and they were the same eyelash. But now that my eyelashes are done, most of my makeup is done, I'm gonna go in with my highlighter, which is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. You don't want to like highlight, you just want to like put a little, see like the cheek is highlighted, but the chin isn't that highlighted. You just put a little bit where it's like, if it catches, it catches. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But like, see, the cheek should be highlighted. And I just like to put a little bit on the inner corner. So now that I'm all done with my makeup, I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced Peach Mist. It's a mattifying setting spray. I know a lot of people have trouble with this because it leaves like these little white spots on your face, which is really weird. When I first tried this, it did leave white spots on my face, but the thing is, you have to shake it really good. If you get those white spots, it's either too close to your face or you didn't shake it up as well, or you might have shaken it too much, because like on the side it says "Shake Me, Baby." And if you get the white spots, don't worry about it. You can easily blend it out with the finger or with the beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever. So you want to shake it up, get far away. I'm just gonna go from here. I just like to do a couple. So my makeup is pretty much done. I'm gonna look at my mirror to make sure that nothing needs to be blended out. Yeah, but here's the finished product of my makeup. All the angles, the highlight. I'm gonna do my hair, get dressed, and I'll be right back. I'm dead. Alright guys, I'm back. My hair is done. I just have my little bantu knots and my hair is down and curly. I have my little hoops on. And I have my outfit. This is what I'm wearing. We're gonna head out to Olive Garden. Ooh, let me see if I can. Okay. This is my king, Steph. Get in here, Steph. Hello. We're gonna head out to Olive Garden. We're meeting our friends there. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for getting ready with me. Until next time, love you dearly. See you later.
Hop, skip, and a jump away from taking it day to day. My shooters, they fade away. They trying to get paid today. Rock white and they Labor Day.